Listo, ¿verdad?
Sí, dale.
Mm. Hello to everyone. In this task, we're gonna talk about four pictures and we're gonna describe them. I am Raúl Ángel Escobedo Gaitán,
And I am Reinaldo Falcón Moreno.
and we're gonna start. First, in the first picture, we can see some people doing extremely sport from a point of view in the outdoors. And as we can see in the picture, we can see that they are doing snowboarding. And in the picture, as obviously we can see, the weather is very cold and maybe they can be in a winter vacation.
Oh, please tell me, Raul, have you ever been on a winter vacation? What was it like? What activity did you do?
For real, I have never been in a winter vacation because for real, I hate the cold weather and the winter. And if I have to do any activity, can be I prefer staying home with the weather is very cold, and I can do watch TV, listen music, watch videos, watch series, or also drink coffee or hot chocolate. And in the second picture, we can see a man in the sea, and he is in a sky sailing and he is doing another extremely sport and for some people is very scary because he has a big scary for the sea, but in this picture we can see that the weather is very comfortable or maybe can be hot.
Now tell me, how important is the weather when you are doing these activities?
For real is very important because if I am in a comfortable weather, I can do better the sport or the activity. But if I am, for example, in the winter with cold weather, the activity is gonna be so bad. I'm gonna be so bad in the physically aspect, and it will be so bad for me.
Okay, okay. And which activity would you prefer to do?
For be honest, I prefer to do the activity from the second picture because fiercely I love the sea. I love dive in water. In this aspect, he is not in the diving in water, but it has a big relativity with the water. I mean with the sea. And because the weather is very comfortable and the weather is perfect how I want. And now, Reynaldo, how do you think that the life in the African BJs is so different than the South America BJs?
Well, in this case, the life in Africa, I have always thought that it is a tribal way of life compared to the Western community where the foundations of the house are made of a more resistant material meant for large communities where communication and commerce are the souls of an stable society. I really don't know much about life in an African village, but it is more urbanized areas. They have similar parts.
Okay. And what is the weather like where you live? And would you like to live in another place where the weather is hotter and colder?
The temperature defines and many factors in an environment, and it is very important to have well defined those states. Personally, I do not opt for any of these two. It is entirely good. I like a little more the fresh environment. Even so, in cold weather, I keep warm, and in times of heat, I refresh myself to not lose hydration.
Okay. And now, in what beaches would you prefer to live?
Okay. Personally, I would prefer to live in a city like the one in the second image. Looks more classic and where the vivid colors give a good expression to the community that resides there.
Okay. And to end, do you think that the weather affects how we feel or not?
Well, the climate change causes many important diseases for people who are very sensitive to change in the temperature. Maybe this can be a very hard way to the person to a little part of the person in the world can affect a little more than others. What do you think?
For real, I think the same because sometimes in when I was more or less 70 years old, I I talk with a person that he has a high stress, and he told me that when the weather is so hot, he feels more or less fine and more or less well. But he told me also that when it is the winter or there are cold weather, he feels better or so good because he feels the high stress in a lower level. I mean, he feels so free in winter.
Ah, okay, that's perfect. And for this topic, that's all. We are so grateful for the attention given, and see you later.
See you later. Have a nice day.